What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bag of Churros. My apologies for not posting videos sooner than this. A couple things. One, I got stuck at level 15 for the longest time. I'm talking about like maybe 8 days. I bounced out a little bit to 16 sometimes, bounced down to high 14 sometimes, but I was pretty much stuck at level 15 for a long time. It wasn't until I unlocked Choppers, and by the way, if anybody hasn't gotten the Choppas yet, where are they? Here. This is going to change your your season life. That is, you're going to be able to level up, and depending on what level you are. But so what I would do is pretty much no matter where you are, if you can. You know, I know some people are limited by their headquarters and whatnot, but if you can, get yourself over to heavy Choppas right away. I'll see if I can show a couple of attacks with the Choppas. They don't always work, but sometimes they work, and you know, they're just very methodical. So at least you don't have to think about it too much. But once you get there, it's going to help a lot. It's not going to be a silver bullet because even after that, you still kind of need more strength, especially if you're below 6 engines. Like 6 engines is really where it's at. I found that 5 engines, it's almost impossible to beat a 6. But 6 is pretty straightforward to beat a 5, especially if you got the Choppers. 6 on 6, it depends on what you got. And then like 4 and below, it's pretty easy if you're a 5 or a 6. So hey, the loan funded. That's awesome. All right, so let me just show you where we are. We're minimalists here, you know, and I do believe that this is probably our best season as far as having unlocked things at the right time and not wasted any effort. So we maxed mortars, we maxed towers, obviously we maxed gunboat and landing craft. We did max shock bombs. You don't need that in the very beginning, but we're pretty much middle of the season now. This was really critical, and I didn't get this for a long time. This has really propelled us, I think, in the past like 2 or 3 days to get from like 16 to 17 and 18. If you don't have that, get it now. I'm gonna get a lot of text messages about that, I guess. But the reason I got that was because I really wanted the guns. Tick 4 is okay here for the flares. I don't know about 7 engines. I don't really think you need the full max out on the flares, but you definitely need this. I went ahead and maxed our cannons. I never got Kavan. I don't have any heroes. So just letting you know, you don't need heroes to get to level 18. Booms, for sure. Gunboat, there's not a lot to do with it right now, so I don't really need it. I will take that up. I don't have bombers, which is kind of shocking, I think. But, you know, so Choppas. But anyway, I'm going to move to bombers very shortly. Maybe during this video. So anyway, yeah, so troop damage, definitely want to max your Choppas. I got this. That was awesome. I got it late, by the way. I actually went for the shock blaster first. Shock mines maxed. I don't have, so I do have, you see the shock blaster there. I don't have any kind of like bombs, you know. I don't have artillery, and I don't have barrage. And so I'm thinking about that, but it's kind of a waste. You can't take out an engine. You know, I don't know. I guess we'll see how things evolve. And then we've got a 6th engine, and we got this. Okay, so now let's look at our base. This base, by the way, is borrowed from one of the top players in the world. I call him Star China Sandwich. let's see if he's still up there, because I can't read you know, Cantonese or Mandarin, so I don't know exactly what it is, but like, it looks like he's dropping a little bit. I don't see him. Cactus is always a good one to follow. Let's see what he's doing these days. Okay, crazy. It's a lot of stuff we don't have. So, but what I wanted to show you about, maybe I missed it. It doesn't matter. It's a good base, and he's a good player, and he's been in the top for quite a while. But anyway, so this is the base. At this level, it's relatively minimal. Doesn't have a tremendous amount of stuff, but it works really well. It's not the greatest. You're not going to win on fizzle or anything, but it'll slow them down just enough. So I wanted to make this video right now because we're right on the border of hitting 19. And I'm crossing my fingers that we can hit 19 during the video, because that's always cool when things work out. So before we do that, let me just show you a couple of attacks. I guess the last one's probably relevant. Let's just see what happened there. Okay, so this is as I was saying at the top of the video, a 6 versus a 5. This is a loaded up 5. I mean, like, damn, this is a dirty, dirty, dirty base. But even the dirtiest of bases can't hang with a 6. And I just did a straight up Choppa attack. Choppa attack. Real quick, you know, you guys know I like to talk about strategy. So what happened? We dropped right at the first engine. Not surprising. But so then what are we going to do? We don't have a lot of GBE as I showed you earlier, so we're just going to rush this second one down here. Because, and this is the important thing, you want the easiest path to build as many heavies on the walk. Does that make sense? I think it does. But just to be super clear about that, what we're not going to do, we're not going to go up here, because we won't have the maximum amount of heavies yet, and we're going to run into all this dirty nonsense. But if we go down here, it's a little bit of an easier attack, and we will at the same time have a chance to build up our army. The second thing, you see the use of smokes. Use your smokes. Saves a ton of damage. Again, talking strategy. So remember what we're doing. It's not even, so these heavies are late to hitting this engine. I mean, they're not even really the big reason the engine went down. The big reason the engine went down is because of the Choppas, but we're building our army, and that's what you want to do. This is where shocking starts to be important, because this shock launcher is pissing me off, and you want to turn that off right away. There, your army's still late, but now you got pretty much a full army. So now we can rush the last two. Have to be careful with our shocks and smokes, but if you do it right, you can crack these. There you go, we won that one. Now, just for fun, let's see the defense, because it wasn't a huge one. Like I said, you're not going to, fizzle people with it, but let's just see how it worked. This is a pretty good attack, I gotta say. The only way to make this better would be 3 heavy Choppas and 5 bombers. But if you don't have the Choppas, this guy got really far without them. Decided to go a different path. He's got Kavan and whatnot. This is a good attack, but let's see what happens. Clearly, he's clearing the mines. Second win right away. So he wants to maximize his troops as early as possible so he can flare around. That's not what I would have done, because really you want to save your heavies for later and use your second win for bombers. He was sort of rushing here. I don't know. You got troops going all over the place now. Mine is a level 1. Ideally, it would be a 2. Excuse me, guys. There you go. I mean, that's a decent attack. Nothing really wrong with it. He didn't quite get enough bombers down on the right, but he's doing his best. See what happened. The guys on the left fizzled a little bit, and the guys on the right definitely fizzled. He's got only 1 bomber left. Where is he? I can't even see him. It's a weird glitch. Anyway. Now he's got the final attack up top, and then there's that weird... Oh, he disappeared again. Where does he keep going? Oh, there he is. Right there. But anyway, so now it's the last step, and he's got enough troops to go ahead and push through. there you go, guys. I know I'm talking a lot. Let's get into some live battles, okay? We're gonna start with just all heavy choppers and kind of go from there. It has been taking quite a bit to find opponents. Oh, here we go. 19. Oh, it's our boss fight. Oh, you guys made it to our boss fight. This is a difficult one. Honestly, not sure how to tackle this one. I haven't gone up against too many 6-engine bases, and he's got all the right troops. I mean, defenses. Man, I really don't know what to do here, guys. And you got this weird one, and I don't have critters. What's a good one for critters, but... Man, how do you do that? I'm try to backdoor. Let's try to backdoor. So that's why you need bombers. We get them? I doubt it. Oh, 10 seconds. Okay, well, that was our boss fight. So, you know, what are you going to do? Yeah, that was I hadn't seen a base like that. But good news, hey, we got a box. Gonna keep battling, okay, guys? This is gonna be a long video, I guess. Gotta get to that 19. Gots to. Alright, let's see what he did. Just curious. Wasn't the best attack, but he got us. The old 5-3. I don't like 5-3. I'm more of a fan of a 3-5. Maybe we'll see when the 3-5s, but you know, the 3-5's not the fastest in the world either. I mean, five rocket choppas you would think would do a good amount of damage, but you know, they don't always. At this level, it's not so fast. Oh man. Okay, so we're all 6 on 6 now. So you know what? The reality is that's the fair way to do it. But okay, so let's live by what we said, which is build up our army as we go. And it looks like it's not the shortest path in the world. We could also do the 3-5 drop. Man, decisions. I don't know. I'll have to learn. Well, you know, the other thing about having heavy choppers is there's really no risk. I mean, you can keep playing, you know, because they're so hard to take down. You might not win, but at least you won't lose, you know. At least it's enough? I don't know. Getting closer, guys. Getting closer. Sometimes videos work out in your favor. Sometimes they don't. This is where I was thinking we would get troop bombs. So now we have enough for bombers, I think, right? 32? Yeah. That'll make us a lot better. But let's just get into another one. But, you know, let's just change it up. This is a video so that everybody can get better. So let's just see what happens with a 3-5. Okay, this is the other suggestion that I would make. This is my other attack. It's usually best for bases that are really dirty, if you will, which I guess I should have used them for those too. You kind of have this idea that you don't make it so you can still do it. Okay, so this is a 5, and like I said, there's a big, huge difference between 5 and 6. We could clear the whole base here and still win, but I think that the thing to do is to chop a rush. So, yeah, let's go ahead. And I'll show you how we do this. There's usually a tiny little gap. Not always. We should be able to win this one. So, again, drop real close. see the thing about the chopper rush, there's not a lot of science there. It's just a rush. And almost always against 5-engine bases, you're going to win. If you lose one, I mean, it's pretty rare. Alright, so one more. I mean, I don't want the video to get too long. Let's do one more and see what happens. Excuse me, by the way. Sorry. Alright, guys. Alright, let's change the strategy here, okay? Let's go ahead and do that 3-5, see what happens. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way we can have a better chance of beating the base, and also seeing what the other attack looks like. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go after this guy right in the middle. Not so much because we're afraid of it, but because it's a good place to then spread to the whole rest of the base and essentially free clear. So we're gonna go 1. All right, I think that worked. Even if we didn't win, that was a good. There you go, guys. You win some, you lose some. Obviously, we won that one. I mean, we tore him up. And that was with the 3-5. Okay, guys, the video is getting too long. I am going to challenge for 19 and hopefully get this box here. I am probably also going to unlock a bombers, but the video is getting long, and I don't want to get it too long. So I'll put up another video real quick, okay? But thanks for watching. Subscribe and all that good stuff. See ya.